Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm Joseph Novichko, Senior Trading Manager with GDM. Asian markets, they lost momentum on Wednesday after a mixed finish in the US. Investors, of course, which digested second quarter earnings. Chinese mainland markets traded mixed with the Shanghai composite near flat at 35.87, while of course the Shenzhen composite gained about 0.4%. In Japan, we're looking at the benchmark over there. Nikkei 225 was down about 0.6% after finishing the Tuesday session at a 6-week high. Tracking the dollar that actually gave up some of its recent gains against the yen on Wednesday, but of course it held close to fourth-month high against a basket of currencies thanks to stronger US data and of course the rising speculations that the Bank of Japan will actually take additional easing steps. The Japanese yen traded at 105.93 against the greenback in late Asian trade off the earlier session low of 106.25. The yen was weakened considerably by the level near 100 from a week earlier. But of course, the market's anticipating upcoming fiscal and monetary stimulus from Japan. Turning our attention to Europe, over there, the stocks opened slightly higher on Wednesday as, of course, markets digested a slew of earnings. The pan-European STOXX 600 index was up about 0.4% as, of course, the expected Fed's funds rate shows investors that there are about 50-50 chance for a rate hike in US. US Central Bank raises rates by its December meeting, according to CME Group's FedWatch tool, of course, compared with less than 20% a few weeks ago. Now, we're looking at the euro dollar. It was down about 0.1% to 1.1013 after plummeting a 3-week low of 1.0995 earlier in the session. The European Central Bank will hold a regular policy meeting on Thursday. Of course, it was its last one before an 8-week summer break. It's not expected to take any decision, of course, in any easing steps, while, of course, we're also tracking gold, which is steady on Wednesday, as bullion found little momentum from weaker equities as the dollar rose to four-month high on the back of better than expected U.S. housing data. Global risk appetite among the investors, which has recovered rapidly from the Brexit shock after the June vote, received a sobering reminder after the International Monetary Fund cut its global growth forecast for the next 2 years on Tuesday, citing, of course, the uncertainty over Britain's looming exit from the EU. Gold was down about 0.4% at 1326.80 an ounce in early European trade, as of course it closed at 1331.73 on Tuesday. Technically, it looks like gold's recent weakness is slowly coming to a halt, with of course a base being formed around 1325.35. Also looking at the oil prices on Wednesday, they gained slightly as crude traded sideways in advance of the release of the official inventory figures later in the day. U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude was up about 40 cents at $45.30 a barrel after initially trading higher than falling. It fell about 59 cents or 1.3%, settling at $44.65 in the previous session. In the calendar today, the Energy Information Administration will release its crude oil stockpiles report as a weekly measure at 14:30. That's all the important news for today. Stay tuned with the calendar and the important news over there. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.